We're Simone and Giovanni, and over the last 2 years we quit our jobs, moved to Mexico with our dog, got married, and began our journey to visit all 32 states of Mexico.
In the last episode, we took you on a 48-hour adventure to the beautiful city of Guadalajara. So in this episode, we're taking a quick 20-minute ride down to the beautiful Pueblo Magico of Tlaquepaque for a full day of fun in possibly one of the most colorful towns in Mexico.
So our first stop of the day is Parroquia de San Pedro. It took so many attempts to get that right. We're going to actually go have a look on the inside. I don't know if we can film, but we will be taking photos just to show you guys. To be honest, this is not the most impressive parroquia we've ever seen before, at least from the outside, but that's why we want to go have a look on the inside to see what it looks like.
Something we have to mention, we have to pay respect as well, and something that we have to do is take glasses and caps before getting into these places because they're sacred places.
Not the most impressive parroquia, but still, if you're interested in like seeing these culturally important landmarks, definitely worth popping in. I mean, the entrance is free. Actually, there's another parroquia, I keep saying parroquio. There's another parroquia just across the road, so we're going to go check that one out quickly as well. So this building is called Nuestra Señora de la Soledad. This is actually closed right now. From the outside, it looks absolutely stunning. Like we can see all the way down to the altar. It seems like they're cleaning, so we're going to have to come back here later. I think it might be open to the public later, but right now it's shut. It's almost Day of the Dead. We've got like 10 days to go until the Day of the Dead celebrations begin. So we're actually all around Jalisco so far. We've been seeing Catrinas walking around in their beautiful dresses. A lot of them are dressing up now to get content for the gram. But also a lot of them are here for photo opportunities. A lot of them will position themselves like around the main tourist area so you can go and get your photo taken with them.
Actually, funny enough, the guy who is here was an archbishop from the Catholic religion here in Mexico. And actually he passed away on a crossfire between two drug cartel gangs. So that happened in the Guadalajara airport like many years ago.
The Cardinal was one of 7 people killed in the crossfire of a shootout.
We know that because we are obsessed with the Narcos series. If you haven't watched Narcos Mexico or Narcos Colombia on Netflix, do yourself a favor.
Something very typical of Tlaquepaque or around this area was about the pottery. So you will find a lot of like pots and dishes and things made out of like, what do you call, clay?
Clay, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We've actually just walked into Casa del Artesano, and they've actually got a lot of beautiful things for sale that are made out of clay. Shame the little perrito is very sick and very old. So we're actually incredibly lucky to be around this region, but specifically Tlaquepaque over Day of the Dead, because here they are actually painting all of the Catrinas in preparation for Dia de Muertos, which is something that you probably won't see if you come any other time of the year.
It's very nice to see like the Dia de Muertos celebration because it's very colorful. There's a lot of history tradition behind, which makes it very interesting.
Yeah.
So October, November, it's the
time to be in not just Tlaquepaque but in Jalisco. Can I just say how friendly the people have been here so far? Every single person has greeted us. Every person that sees us taking photos is like, oh, nice to have you here. Yes. If you're not a huge city person but you're planning on spending quite a few days in Guadalajara, this is definitely where you want to come for at least a day trip. It's just you feel like you're in a completely different world. I really want a coffee because I have not had that yet today. I had tea this morning, so we're going to find a little cafe. If you come just here to like the main square, all around the square are beautiful little like artisanal shops and little cafes and that kind of thing. Yesterday when we were here, there was a Starbucks on the main road, but we're going to try avoid that and rather go for something more local.
The hidden gem, eh?
Look at the view.
Wow.
Awesome, eh?
Well, we just found a coffee shop here called La Borra de Café, which is actually a nice coffee shop, and we decided to get a cappuccino and 2 chocolate chip cookie. So this is just to recharge ourselves and continue our Tlaquepaque tour.
Something I'll say is like, it just feels very chill in this town. It doesn't feel like we need to be in any rush to get anywhere. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it here so far.
I will say like you might spend maybe 1 or 2 nights here, I think would be ideal.
If you want to see it extensively,
Yeah.
but a day is really enough. Oh, and did we mention we've got a really, really good view from this cafe? Beautiful.
We are actually in Andador Independencia, which will be like the main like walkway. I mean, just for pedestrians with a lot of stores. Kind of like the
Yes,
Fifth
yeah.
Avenue in Playa del Carmen.
Yeah, it's like the Fifth Avenue. So you're going to find a ton of like artisanal stores and little restaurants and cafes and all that kind of thing. But,
Yeah.
let me just tell you, if you want like beautiful photos and everything of Tlaquepaque, get here before midday. Before midday, this place was a ghost town. Now it's about 1 o'clock and it's so much busier. Just because Tlaquepaque is one of the most popular day trips from Guadalajara, specifically for locals. So if you don't mind the place busy, come on the weekend, whatever. If you prefer places quieter, avoid the weekend completely. Oh, look at that, Manoj.
Yeah, beautiful, huh? I got the last one.
What the hell is that?
An alpaca, I got the last one.
In the states of Jalisco, you'll actually see a lot of people, particularly locals, wearing hats like this, and I'm dying to get one. So we'll see how much time we have today, and I'll see if I find one that I like. But I'm dying to get one. They're so beautiful. Oh, look at this store. Beautiful, hey? So these are muñecas leles, and these are catrinas.
¿Estos son originales de aquí de Jalisco o son de Michoacán?
Del estado de Querétaro.
De Querétaro. Ah, okay. I was wrong. I was Querétaro.
Yeah.
Yeah, close enough.
Well, we've still got a lot more Mexico to see, so eventually we'll see more of that, I'm sure. Hasta bien, gracias. Hola, buen día, buenas tardes.
Nada más me dan tu nombre.
Mi nombre es Simone.
¿Y usted?
Giovanni.
Acérquese.
Okay, I'm getting my fortune told. Oh,
Le va a dar un
bird's
beso al
giving him a
novio.
beso.
He's
Okay.
gonna kiss the...
Okay.
Ven, eso es.
Ah, muy bien.
Así le das un besito. Suerte, fortuna, felicidad.
Bien.
Johan,
Ajá.
¿te habla español?
Un poco, entiendo.
La persona que tú amas siempre piensa en ti. Y vivirá muchos años.
Ah, that's good. I'm going to live many years.
Aquí tiene, jefe.
Esté muy
Muchísimas
bien.
gracias, que le vaya muy bien.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. You have a correspondent now, but in life you are having like some troubles, some like turbulent times, but it's going to lead you to like happiness and like eternal life or something like that.
The next spot that we're showing you is definitely hands down the most recognizable, most visited, most important part of the town, which would be the main square, which we call it
Main plazas.
the main plaza. Basically, this papel picado, because it's like made out of plastic, the sun does its damage on it. But here, because it's such a touristy, well-maintained town, it seems like they refresh this papel regularly. Oh, look how beautiful. So Giovanni and I had a very small wedding. You can actually watch our wedding vlog if you're interested in that. For a few reasons, we couldn't have like a real celebration, like a real big celebration. But one day we'd like to have something more constructed with our closest friends and family who are all over the world. And I always envision us getting married and having our celebration under something that looks like this. I think it's just so beautiful and just so uniquely Mexico. Oh, wow. So beautiful, isn't it?
This is actually one of the most colorful main plazas we've seen in Mexico. Number one for me was Ajijic, but Ajijic is more like rural, like rustic a main plaza. But this one is very colorful and very, very well maintained, which
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. Tlaquepaque actually comes from the Nahuatl, which is an indigenous language here in Mexico, and particularly from this region, and means place above clay land.
Our next stop is Parian, which seems to be a courtyard where you can get things to eat, things to buy. So yeah, we're headed in there now. Something to note is the first restaurant we went to, they don't accept cards. And that will happen a lot in these little towns. So have cash on you.
You want to have a cazuela?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
We found a restaurant that accepts cards and has carne en su jugo.
You want to have carne en su juego.
So I've been saying carne en su juego, which means meat in its game, which is not correct. It's actually carne en su jugo, which is carne. It's meat in its cooked in its juice, and
yeah.
served in its juice.
It's like parroquia, also it's parroquio.
Ah, perfecto.
We got cazuelas, which is a typical drink from here. I've never heard about it, but they put the entire drink in cazuelas. The guy just came, gave us like a shot of tequila. He poured the tequila from the bottle.
And it's got citrus in there as well.
Yeah, it has grapefruit, lime. I will say it's like the typical drink that they call paloma, which is tequila grapefruit juice. I'm not sure I'm gonna try it right now.
Nice.
Kind of spicy, eh?
Cazuela is very nice. I would definitely get this again.
Muchas gracias. Wow.
So you've got beef and bacon in here. The juice that it's served in was the juice that it was cooked in. We've got onion, beans. I don't even know how you're supposed to eat it, but I would imagine like this. Okay, I'm gonna take some beans as well. I'm gonna take some onion, some cilantro. Okay, I'm just making a freaking mess. Much better with the spicy sauce. Just one of those consuelos. Consuelas?
Cazuela.
Cazuelas?
Consuelo is like, oh, you're excited and we want to comfort you.
So the cansuela.
Cazuela.
Cazuela, one between the two of us was enough. Just as we were leaving El Parisan, we heard the music coming on and we turned around and they were doing traditional dancing up in this kiosk. So we ran back, of course. I don't know exactly what the type of dancing is called, but Giovanni says that it's from the north of Mexico. Hey.
So we are in the municipal market, and this municipal market also offers the handcraft market as well.
Yeah. Giovanni and I never buy souvenirs, but we're actually in the market for a little coin purse. So if we find something that we like, we're going to get that. But other than that, we're just here to browse. We found something that Giovanni might like.
A football made out of Chivas players.
Chivas versus Toluca.
Try to respect the team because it's the #1 in Mexico. Even they don't win anything lately.
In your mind, it's #1.
It is.
We're not at all in the market for fruits and veggies since we're moving around so much, but something to keep in mind is berries are actually grown in this region. So we found that they're actually very affordable here. So if you're a berry person, this is definitely where you want to stop to get some berries. Okay, so we're back on Avenida Independencia, which is the main avenue. We're actually headed all the way down to the end to go and find the Tlaquepaque letters because we personally believe the best souvenir that you can get in any of these towns and cities in Mexico is a photo in front of the letters, as opposed to buying a souvenir.
And a jumping one.
Yeah, we always do the jumping one. Okay, so just before we head to the letters, we're going to go look inside this art gallery just because we were so drawn to the outside of the building. It's beautiful. If you're on the market for home decorations, Tlaquepaque is where you want to come. I don't think that we've been to Pueblo Magico before where you're going to find such beautiful items. Like everything is just so stunning. Like that, for example. Look, there's so much color everywhere as well. Oh my gosh, one day when Giovanni and I build our home somewhere in Mexico, this is where we're coming to buy all of the decor pieces. Those vases that we just saw are spectacular. I don't know if you can see by the footage, but seeing it firsthand with our own eyes, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed.
This Jose guy, he works copper, and he works in alliance with like people from the region to do the arte, which is from the region of Jalisco and other states. It's just
amazing.
It's outstanding.
Yeah,
every single bit
it's hand stuck. Yeah. Like Giovanni was just saying, if you're an artist or into art at all, Tlaquepaque is definitely where you're going to come. Something that we're so sick of seeing is in the Riviera Maya, like the souvenirs are just like, you know, batch made. There's no attention to detail. It's just like mass-produced nonsense, to be honest. But the souvenirs that you're able to buy here are phenomenal. Here are the Tlaquepaque letters. If we have one top tip to share with you is, of course we didn't know, but the sun is actually setting behind the letters, which means the lighting for your photo isn't going to be great. So if you can come and get your letter picture early in the morning or before midday, that'll be best in terms of lighting and really like capturing the colors. So we're all done on this main avenue and we're about to head a few blocks over to get to the cultural center, which is where the ceramics museum is going to be, which I've been looking forward to since Tlaquepaque is the home of ceramics. Thank goodness Giovanni knows how to read a traditional map.
Oh shit, I broke it. Go.
Por las partes o la numeración.
Luis kindly walks us through the very old but well-restored building.
1979 hubo 3 grupos de.
By scanning these barcodes, your phone will display what the room in front of you looked like back when Centro Cultural was still a hospital and psychiatric ward. Oh, what? This is so cool.
Wow.
El suelo, tú veías una alcantarilla, se llenaba, funcionaba como un aljibar natural. Entonces, el agua se.
Feel the change in temperature, eh?
Yeah. I had never seen anyone so passionate about the information.
yeah.
I could see that this guy, I don't know if he's from here, but he knows the culture of this place. He was showing us. He was very like
genuine and authentic. You could see. We're now in the ceramic museum, which is kind of like connected to the cultural center we were just at. It's literally just around the corner. We're going to take a very quick walk through this because the day is coming to an end and there's still a few other things that we want to see. So just a quick zap through this one.
wow.
Oh, cool. This bowl that Giovanni just recorded is a traditional consuela, that drink. Cazuela. That drink that we had earlier, this is that, except very large. If you drank a cazuela this large, you would end up in the hospital, I'm sure.
All of these pieces has won the #1 prize of 2022 in like national like fair or contest.
Oh, interesting. I don't know if you guys can see the detail in the camera, but the detail is just insane. Like, whoever made this, props to them. This is the Mexican flag, but it's ceramic, and the flag is made out of tiny little cups.
I would love to show the details on that, but it's because of there's a glare with because of the glass, but it's
really
beautiful.
This is what's underneath the flag. These are all lifelike ceramic sculptures of all of Mexico's past presidents. The only one that's missing here is the current president, which is AMLO.
Very quick tour here in the ceramic museum.
If you're already down by the cultural center, just hop into the ceramic museum for 5 or so minutes. We've basically circled back and we are at Nuestra Señora de la Soledad, okay, which is where we were this morning. Like we said, it would probably be open later. It is open now, so we're going to go and have a little look-see.
Once again, the details that you can find in those churches are, I think something that was very impressed was those chandeliers.
If you had to choose one parroquia to look at, it would be this one. The other one is a lot more basic and bare. This one is very beautiful.
It is.
Yeah. So we're walking back through the Jardin now, and it's not quite complete yet with the papel picado, but it's almost there, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Oh, I'm obsessed with this.
Yeah.
So colorful and vibrant. Okay, one final stop for the day.
Yeah, we are actually going to the main avenue. It's very vibrant, so we're gonna go and check that out to show you guys, and I think it's gonna be the last stop.
We're now in the Plaza de las Artesanias, just to have a little bit more of a browse of like the artisanal goods, and yeah, I think we're calling it a day. Oh, look at this, mother. Look at that. Pretty colors. That concludes our tour around Tlaquepaque. We loved it here. It was so beautiful. Definitely the most colorful Pueblo Magico we've been to yet. If you're in Guadalajara or planning a trip to Guadalajara, we'd highly recommend scheduling out a full day for Tlaquepaque.
If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give us a big thumbs up. Tomorrow we're going to another Pueblo Magico called Tequila, so subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss it. And that being said, we're going to see you in the next one.
Hasta luego.
Join us in the next episode where we take you on an epic adventure to the birthplace of everyone's favorite Mexican export, tequila.